Hi everyone, I'm back with the DIY video part 2 for the Valentine's, Mother's Day and Spring DIY decor. So we're going to get straight into it. All you need for this one is a piece of card, some paper or coloured paper, a heart shape to draw around, or you can do it freehand, and some scissors and something to stick with like glue, sellotape, double-sided tape, that sort of thing. So I decided to choose one of these pretty papers from my book of papers. And then I just got this heart-shaped ramekin I got from Poundland a few years ago. And I drew round it because I cannot draw hearts. So I draw a couple of them on this paper. That's all I could fit on there. And then I cut them out. And depending on what size picture you're going to make, we're going to make it a picture. You're going to need 6 hearts. You could do more, you could do less. It's totally up to you. And you could use different papers if you want. I used 2 different pretty papers from this book. I got this book from the Works. It was £1.50. You can get them for £1 sometimes. I think the Range does it in their craft section. I'm sure theirs are £1. Well, it was last time I went in there. So I've got 6 hearts, and then 3 of them I'm going to fold in half, and then we're going to use our tape or glue, whatever you want to use if you're doing this at home. I used sellotape. I just rolled it up so it's sticky both sides, and then I stuck the folded heart onto the flat heart. I think it turned out really well, this picture. Again, if you just got plain paper, you can use that. It's fine, use whatever you want, whatever you got. You could use wrapping paper. So I stuck the tape on the middle for the crease, the fold, and stuck that down. And then I did the same for the other hearts. And then you're just left with 3 hearts that look like this one. I did make a mistake with that paper. I should have used the bottom one because the bird's upside down, but that's absolutely fine. And then I think this turned out quite nice. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the tape. I'm just going to roll it up, put it on the back of the hearts to stick it on this paper. I really do need to remember to get some glue sticks or something. They only just about squeezed on that way. I could have stuck them on that way, but I thought I'd turn the paper around, or I'll use card and stick them on like that. I think it turned out quite nice. And if you want to, you could stick it in a frame, in like, you know, the box frames. That would look quite nice too. I didn't have one. I didn't have one this size. So I just left it on the card as is, as a cute little picture. But again, you can do it any way you like if you want to do this. And you're pretty much going to have all of these bits at home. I think most people have paper or card and scissors. So I did stick the top heart on first because I thought it'd be a bit easier to centre the middle one once I put the top heart on and the bottom heart on. And these colours matched really well with the other DIYs I made the day before. I will link that video in the description. I've made some more DIYs in a video a few days ago. And again, they're really easy ones, and you'll have most of the things at home. If not, you can adapt it to what you do have at home. But these are just meant to be cheap, simple, or even free DIYs that you can make at home. So let me know what you think of all the DIYs from the last video, this video, if you're going to give them a try. I hope you do, and I hope you enjoyed the last video, and I hope you really enjoy this video. But I think that turned out quite nice. It's simple and nice and pretty. So that was DIY number 1, and for the next one you're going to need card or paper, again something to stick with, pencil, scissors, and then if you're using darker card like a light gel pen or something, I went with a white one because I used black card. So I wanted some red card or paper, I didn't have it, so I just painted some white card red. Again, I used the ramekin from Poundland to cut out a heart shape. Because again, I'm rubbish at drawing, so I can't freehand it. And we're going to make a little hot air balloon picture using these heart shapes and the gel pen. I went with black because I wanted it to be a bit different. I thought it looked nice with the gel pen. So I stuck the hearts on slightly different levels. Again, I use sellotape. You can use whatever you like, sticky dots, glue. And then once I stuck them on, I tried my best to draw a little hot air balloon basket. It turned out okay, it could have been worse. But again, it's just meant to be a cheap, free, easy way to decorate my home for Valentine's. So it's not going to be perfect, but it's nice, something nice to do with the kids as well, or they're off on half term or something, and it's just simple, easy. So here's me, I'm trying to draw a little hot air balloon basket. Didn't turn out too bad. And then you can write whatever you want on here. If you want to write on here, you don't have to write on here. I ended up writing the word love. I'm not the best at drawing like fancy handwriting. It could have turned out better, but it was okay. If I was more confident, I would have written something like love you to the moon and back. Because I've done it on the black card, I wanted it to look like either like it's in space or starry night. So after I did draw my baskets, I did just do some dots on the black card to look like stars. I think it looked quite nice in the end. Again, you can do what you want with this. You don't even have to cut hearts out. You could draw the hearts. There's just so many different ways you could do it if you wanted to. And then here's the 2 DIYs. I think it turned out quite good. I put it in my kitchen in the end. I want to put a couple more bits in my kitchen. So for this one you need a kebab skewer, some pretty paper or just some coloured card or paper, some scissors and something to draw a heart shape again. Or again, you can freehand it. I dug out this Christmas tree. I dug out this Christmas decoration because it's heart shaped and it's slightly bigger than that ramekin shape. So I just drew around that, cut that out, and then we're going to concertine fold it. You know, like I saw it a lot over Christmas. People doing the concertine paper Christmas trees and putting them on like these kebab sticks. And I thought they looked quite good. So I thought I'd try it with the hearts. And I think, again, it turned out quite nice. I wish I tried it at Christmas now. And then if I did forget to put it down, but I will edit it in, you need something to put a hole in the paper so it would go on the stick. So you could use a hole punch. I used a cross-stitch needle. If you're going to use a cross-stitch needle or something similar, just be careful you don't hurt your hands, or get an adult to do it if you're a child making this. So once I've folded it up, concertined it, I put the hole in. I used my cross-stitch needle, then I used a slightly bigger cross-stitch needle, a plastic one, just to make that hole a little bit bigger. And then I just put the stick through the hole, And you've got to be careful because it is a bit, if you're doing it this way, it's a bit of a tight squeeze and you don't want to rip the paper. So just take it slowly, it's a bit fiddly. If you want afterwards, you can cut the point off so it's safer for kids. You just need it to get the heart on the stick. Again, you could even paint the stick like a darker brown or green, any colour you want as well. You don't have to leave it plain. I think it turned out quite nice. And again, very simple, very easy. All you need is paper and a kebab skewer essentially. So I just got mine stood up like that. You could lean it against something. You could use a cork as a stand or anything you could stick it to weight it up, to stand it up. I decided to get a jar in the end and I put some pretty ribbon around it. I made another 2 hearts, one in the same paper, one in a different paper, and then the kebab skewer a different length. And then I did put some jute around it to hold it into place because I didn't want them to stay in place. And I think they look really lovely against that picture. It matches, the colours match the other stuff I made, the other DIYs. I think it turned out really great. So I hope you enjoyed the DIYs and I really hope you give them a go. This little writing here I cut out from a 25p Valentine's card I found in a charity shop. I thought it really went well with it. Really pleased with how these turned out. And then I bought this lantern in the January sales, a couple of days after Boxing Day, something like that. It was £16 in Matalan, went down to £8. And it's just been sat there ready for me to haul it. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to put this on my shelf. I'm going to put some things in there. I've had this candle about a year. It was £1.29, £1.49, something like that. And this was a couple of quid from B&M. I've had it about 3 years. And I thought they looked really nice in there. And again, these are bits I've used from around my home. You don't have to buy anything new. And the colours go really well with all the DIYs I made, the candles I've already got. And this wall is really pretty now, really nice to look at. And you can tell it's like Valentine's-y and springy, Mother's Day. I think it all ties in really well together. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you check out the last one and I'll see you soon.